went to a
Just
restaurant the other day, and it was the first time I was with a contemporary who took out a flashlight to look at the menu.
Oh my God, this happened the other night. I was like, oh my God, this is it. It's starting.
And-
but we were at this place where it was like
It was
literally
very
actually
dark.
pitch black
Yeah,
dark in here.
that's what you
Is this
tell
okay?
yourself.
It's one candle. It's
Sure.
not-
Yeah, that's how it starts. It's pitch
I know.
black in here, and then
Right.
then you're just one step away from this.
Yeah.
Please welcome to the stage the star of Hulu's English teacher, the incredibly funny Brian Jordan Alvarez. Come on in.
Hello.
Hi.
Hi.
So, should I read one of these
What do you got?
questions?
Yeah.
What's it like to have a hit on your hands?
Oh, it feels great. Wait, who's Are the clappers clapping people watching English Teacher? Yeah. Have any of you seen me dancing to try to get you to watch English Teacher? Yeah. Okay. Good. That's a smaller crowd. Okay.
I realized I had this sort of what's
Drinking problem.
drinking. I did have this drinking problem. No, I had
I have
this
no idea if you drink.
I like had this reflected kind of pride, or like it felt poignant because I remember watching you make the Caleb Gallo
YouTube videos.
the
Yes,
YouTube
yes,
videos,
yes.
and
Thank you.
And it was so exciting to see this show and then see all your friends be in the show.
And what is satisfying for me, and to FX's credit, is that the voice wasn't like lost in the. It actually got better. Like it's like, oh yeah, this sort of got upgraded to a full level show, and it wasn't like, oh, they lost the sauce. You know, it was like it translated.
Now, do you worry that there was a period of time in Los Angeles where everybody was telling you about their web series? And do you worry that you might cause that to happen again?
Well, what's funny is I never thought of Caleb as it's this show I put on YouTube years ago, and I never thought of it as a web series. It was like me and my friends making this amateur thing, but I always called it a show because the word web series was so sort of, I found it, I was like allergic to this word web series, you know? And so then it is funny when people are like, hey, I'm interested in making a web series. How did you make your web series? And I'm like, I didn't make a web series. I don't know what to tell you. I'm sorry. But yeah. I mean, hopefully it inspires people though in a real way, yeah.
Did you talk to kids, actual high school kids, in working on the show?
For English Teacher?
Yeah.
Not really. No. No, I mean, you know, we have a lot of genuinely young people. I guess we only have a couple of real high schoolers. Most people are in their early 20s who are playing our students, but we learn from them and we let them improv a lot, and we're finding the voice. And some of them are sort of TikTok finds. There's this guy who's really funny in the show, Ben Bondurant. He plays this character Jeff, who always has these very funny one-liners, and he was from TikTok, and this girl Aaliyah was from TikTok, and we like put her in the pilot when she was like, you know, had a big TikTok following, but then she exploded after we cast her in the pilot. Now she has these pop songs, and she's great. So
That's cool.
The youth is present, and their voice is present.
You're from Tennessee originally?
Yeah, very rural Tennessee. We just went home to visit my parents in Tennessee, and Elliot here was shocked at how small the town I grew up in was. There's a Walmart. There's not even like a Red Lobster and Olive Garden. Like those things are in like a city nearby, you know, like this is like a small town. But I was born in New York City. So I got to the sticks of Tennessee when I was 4. So I kind of knew like, oh, this is the country, but I'm from the city and I'll go back to the city one day.
And you knew
And
that
here
at that young age.
Yeah,
and here
exactly.
you are in the
I was
city.
like, I'm a gay city 5-year-old, yeah.
What kind of restaurant, if there wasn't a Red Lobster or Olive Garden, what was there?
My God, there's something that's a take on the Sizzler, but it's not the Sizzler. It's called Western Sirloin.
Oh. That sounds
There's
good.
a Waffle House.
Oh, that's
which
nice.
is great.
That's
yeah.
great.
Woo! Yeah. Yeah. I eat at Waffle House a lot when I'm there. You can get a lot of protein at Waffle House. A big omelet.
Right.
Yeah.
You don't need to get a waffle.
Exactly. Yeah.
You can just get
But
eggs.
sometimes you do end up getting
You'll get a waffle.
Yeah.
You don't have to not get a waffle either.
Exactly.
Someone's recommending the loaded hash. The audience feels like part of the show, and they're not. But it's but they're in a. I'm sort of giving it to them because they've had a hard couple of weeks because of all that's been going on with
You know, I'm really
And
jealous
or-
of you having the teleprompter. That feels so
Yes.
gratifying.
It's fun to have the teleprompter because then you don't have to look
and
down.
You can look right into it.
You can look into
and then
it.
you're looking right down the barrel of the
Yes,
lens.
but
too,
it took
right?
practice. I was very bad at it at the beginning.
I
It was
love it.
confusing.
But somebody's keeping up with your
Yeah.
rate of speech. Right?
Yeah. It's not AI or anything. It's a team.
That would be so cool. That would be cool if we had that for this interview and the whole thing was scripted, actually.
Yeah, this has been all scripted.
Yeah. We were just really good at
Yeah.
acting it.
Yeah. Sometimes it said awkward silence.
Yeah.
And so we're letting those play out.
Yeah, exactly. Where are the cameras? Okay.
There's one there.
Okay.
There's one there.
Just making sure I'm mewing.
Is there one over there too? Are you mewing?
No.
Are you mewing?
I
Are
can't
you
mew
face?
long-
Are
I
you
can't mew it
Looksmaxxing? Do you
long-
Looksmax?
I need to.
No, stop it. Stop it. Looksmaxxing is something that happens inside.
I don't. Yeah. What is Looksmaxxing?
Do people know about Looksmaxxing?
It's just
Oh.
looking as good as you can all the time.
It is. It's. Now that I'm going to say what it is, and it sounds so stupid. but it's basically people that like do things like mewing, which
Yeah.
is basically putting your tongue at the top of your mouth.
Mewing for me especially works because it can change the way your profile looks by lifting up the space under your chin, basically.
But then-
so it looks more like this.
But basically,
instead of like this.
what it appears to be on the internet are completely fine-looking people saying, "This is what I looked like a month ago, a disgusting fucking sow." And
Oh
here-
yeah, and they looked kind of normal.
they just look great or
and
normal.
then they started putting tape over their
They-
mouth.
they
at
put tape
night.
over their mouth, or then
and
like
now their face just looks a little bit thinner. Or
right.
something.
But then there's like, so you don't like your eyes every night. Pull half your head back.
Yeah.
And blink 40 times in the mirror with both sides.
Right.
These are the exercises. And you see, like, okay, you're a young person. You've signed on for a 2-hour morning face routine. What kind of life is that?
Something I'm obsessed with is the idea that is touted of preventative plastic surgery, where people are like, well, you need to start getting stuff done at 22. And I'm like, I really don't think you do. I don't think that's going to do something better later. I think you just get the work done when you need it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's my plan. What are you people laughing about? I don't understand. Oh no. What do they think of me? Do you read comments about the show online, or are you mentally well?
No, I have very positive comments sections for whatever reason, so I do. Yeah, I enjoy the comments. Yeah, not all of them, but I mean, I don't read all of them, but I browse them. Yeah,
You do. You get in there. You get in
Yeah.
there.
yeah. Sometimes I respond.
Sometimes you respond.
Well, with this thing I've been doing this TikTok dance trend, and then saying stream English teacher, which was good it was good because it created sort of a moment, and so then when people say this worked on me, I just watched the show and now I love it. I'll say like good or something.
wow.
That's good behavior.
What a man!
Yeah.
What a man of the people
like
you
that,
are! Wow,
yeah.
that's good. That's good. Really relating to people getting in there. I respect that. I try to make them, the audience of this show, feel like less. Like they're lucky. They're lucky to have me. And if they want to reply, they can. But that's like, I mean, you don't expect God to respond.
That's an amazing dynamic.
In fact, you're crazy if God does.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying?
That's a really powerful dynamic. Yeah.
I love English Teacher. I think it's an
Thank you,
amazing
thank you,
show.
thank
And
you.
there's a specific moment in the finale that I thought was just such beautiful writing, where the principal says he doesn't eat burgers, but he's going to eat this burger tonight because it's a special night.
Yeah.
Why it's special, and it just is.
Yeah.
And I thought I thought it captured something. I am amazed that you got a show this specific, well-written, gay, on television.
Do you think the lead character is gay? No, I'm just kidding.
And
Is that what you took from it?
That's one. Yeah, that is what I took from it.
Thank
That
you.
is what I
No,
took from it. It's
it is-
beautiful.
It's largely to. I mean, not to be corny, but FX uniquely is good at this. They have done this with other creators too, where they get you through the system of making a television show, and they preserve your voice and they enhance it and they bring you good people, and Paul Sims too, who also sort of guided. Well, I don't know what their process was like, but I know that he and Donald Glover made Atlanta together, which was also an amazing show. And Paul Sims came to me years ago, and he was like, "Let's make this show with FX." And he's been a guide through this system. And like I was saying earlier, it's just like I'm like, I love this show. Like it's not like I watch it and I'm like, I got fucked up. Like I'm the biggest fan there is of this show.
Because I made a show
and
once,
FX
and
is
that
good.
wasn't my experience.
Right. Exactly. It's
I just
very
thought-
often not. I feel
just
really
looked at it
grateful.
and I thought, is this the best I can do? Maybe.
It's like, kind of like Che Diaz on, what's it called?
And then there's this.
No, close.
What's next? And just,
And just like
that.
that. Che Diaz makes a TV pilot and feels that it gets ruined in the process.
Yeah, no,
I'm glad that didn't
That's
happen
usually
to me.
what. That's usually what people. Yeah.
And Che Diaz is real to me, for what it's worth.
No, and real to all of us, more real. Okay. Now, we like to play a game on this show, and it's especially it's obviously this show it's called Would You Fuck This School Supply?
Right.
And we can do some kind of an intro for it, but we don't really need
serious
it.
there. Oh, I'm mapped onto someone else's body. I thought that was my body.
Maybe it could be your
It's
body.
not. I almost look like a velociraptor or something.
Would you fuck a trapper keeper?
No.
It's soft, it's supple, it's
Too
elegant.
painful.
It's the perfect place to stuff your crumpled up quizzes.
Too painful. No.
Okay, it's a
because
no.
I'm imagining the rings.
Yeah, but the trapper keeper rings were always the weakest of the rings. They were it was of
Right.
poor quality.
They were not rings of power.
They weren't. They weren't
Yeah.
strong. They weren't strong. God, the siren song of the trapper keeper. Nobody needs it, but you wanted one.
I think I secretly always wanted Lisa Frank stuff and probably didn't have it because
Yeah.
it was
I wanted what the trapper keeper promised, which was
Trapping and
safety,
keeping,
containment, a perfect place for everything.
Yeah.
Like what I wanted was a binder, but I wanted to be a different person. Like
Right.
Like I wanted the control and security and discipline of the trapper keeper lifestyle.
Yeah. You
But
know what
I
I
couldn't
always remember
have
was
it.
I remember being in kindergarten and having one folder with one sheet of paper in my backpack.
Yes.
You know that feeling? You're like, you drew something and you like just have it in your one folder in your little backpack. Like that's all you got going on at that age.
When I was in fourth grade, we would get assigned weekly reader homework. Does anyone remember weekly reader?
Weekly reader.
The weekly reader.
homework.
You'd have weekly reader, and there'd be a quiz on the back. You'd be assigned it. I didn't care.
That
for
wasn't the same as like pizza party readings, right? You know that stuff? Did you ever do that?
No.
You read a lot of books and then you get pizza, right? This was a big American moment. Yeah.
it. We didn't
I
have
wish
that.
you had been a part of it.
No, I would have loved it.
I
But-
want it for you.
But I would just get the assignment and then just shove it in my desk, just in the back of my desk, and then my teacher, Mrs. Burfus.
Wait, what was the structure of this? You read a book and then
You
what?
you read like basically a child's magazine, and then you have to do the homework that comes with it.
Okay.
But I didn't want to do it.
But
I
this
didn't
is
want
fun.
it to.
Generally, it's fun or not?
I don't.
What's
Not
the-
for me.
What's the pitch?
I think it's just homework.
Oh,
I think it's
okay.
learning. I
It's
think it's
regular
learning.
homework for school.
It's
Okay.
regular homework for school.
Okay.
And then Mrs. Burfus called my mom in for a meeting, and my mother was like, "Well, another chance for a teacher to tell me how great Jonathan is." And she's like, "This kid hasn't been doing homework for months." And my mother burst into tears. Whatever, she had to learn.
Did
But
you
it-
stay anti-homework for most of your schooling?
Well, at a certain point in this time, they figured out that I was seeing double all the time. And so that might have been a part of it.
Oh wow, that's a big thing.
Yeah, so I had to go to eye therapy to get to see
Whoa.
not double, because it turned out that I was just really good at magic eyes, and I was making everything them. You know magic
Right,
eyes?
yes.
I didn't. Those weren't hard to me, because it was
Yeah.
just like you put them together, they go apart. You put
Really?
them together. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. So I had to go to a special place, like 30 minutes away, and do like eye exercises.
But were your eyes?
No, you wouldn't know by looking at me.
Okay, wow. I conversely was always going to get eye exams because I wanted glasses so bad, and I still to this day have perfect vision. I'm sorry, I do.
Wow. Wow.
I just don't need glasses.
I went to a
just don't.
restaurant the other day, and it was the first time I was with a contemporary. who took out a flashlight to look at the menu.
Oh my God, this happened the other night. I was like, oh my God, this is it. It's starting.
And-
but we were at this place where it was like,
It
it's
was
literally
very
actually
dark.
pitch black
Yeah,
dark in here.
that's what you
Is this
tell
okay?
yourself.
It's one candle. It's
Sure.
not-
Yeah, that's how it starts. It's pitch
don't-
black in here, and then
Right.
then you're just one step away from this.
Yeah. Are you doing that yet? No.
No, I'm still good. I'm still good here.
That's a mom
I'm in-
thing.
Well, your arm just doesn't get long enough.
You give her the
You can
phone.
also get it really close.
Yeah.
It's also probably a dad thing.
Yeah, but I see moms do it more. You
Yeah,
give them they have the glasses, and you give them, they're trying to look at something on Facebook. Right?
Yeah, you're right.
More of a mom gesture.
More of a mom gesture.
I don't know why.
The dads just don't care.
Or the dads lost their vision in a different way or
Yeah.
something. Yeah. My dad always tells me my eye shape is going to change around 40, which is like 15 years from now for me. So.
Yeah. Yeah, your eyes will change when you're on the moon.
Yeah.
Erasers. Erasers know you're going to make some mistakes, and that's okay. I wouldn't kick them out of bed for leaving that weird crumbly gray eraser dust. What about you, Brian?
I would not. No.
You're a no.
It's
You're a no on erasers.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know that they get sexier from here.
They must.
Next up, pencils.
Maybe a dull pencil.
A dull pencil.
Maybe.
I think.
I mean, definitely not really. No.
Right. No. Well, I think it's more
honestly,
like
none
kind
of
of.
these things.
It's more. No. Sure. I think it's more like the kind of the kind
vibe.
Of the vibe. It's
Okay,
like
okay.
It does the vibe
Oh,
convey
okay,
kind of
okay.
sexual energy that
Okay,
you
okay.
respond
We'll
to.
find one.
We'll find one. Next up, safety scissors. It's the bad boy.
This
of the
is the
school-
closest so far.
The bad boy of the school supply set. Safety scissors are perfect for all your scissoring needs.
Yeah, basically it's a yes. Yeah. Look at the shape.
Yeah, I like safety scissors.
This is like the body composition I'm trying to like sort of
Yeah,
big up top.
no, it is.
Thin legs.
You gonna get a season 2 of this show?
What's
gonna happen?
I cannot.
You can't say
I
because you
cannot
know that
say.
I
My
said this
publicist is here,
publicly.
Chase.
No, we can. I just will say this: if there's no season 2, we march on FX, and then we get there and they say we're not in charge. You got to go to Hulu. Then we go to then we go to Santa Monica and we're like Hulu, and they're like it's actually still not us. You got to go back to Disney. And now we're going over the hill again, and now we're at Disney, and now we're like, are you in charge of this? And we're like, kind of, and it's like, what's going on in this business? You know,
I'm feeling very grateful for the reception and very excited and happy and ready to make as much more as I.
They
as
better.
I can. Yeah.
Those honchos up there, Mickey Mouse, who's ultimately in charge of all of this, and us. Isn't that funny?
Mickey Mouse.
Yeah.
What is the difference between Mickey Mouse and Steamboat Willie? Does anybody know? Are they the same person? Steamboat Willie just entered the public domain, right? Okay, good.
But are Steamboat Willie and Mickey Mouse the same person? They are the same.
Early iteration of Mickey Mouse, right?
It's
Wait,
a bit
what?
like the ship of Theseus. You know, in a sense, like, is Steamboat Willie Mickey Mouse? Like, how much does Steamboat Willie change before it becomes a new thing? Like, they change the nose, they change the look, they change the ears, they
Right.
change the name. It happens slowly, but now we're looking at Mickey Mouse, and it's like, that isn't Steamboat Willie.
Right.
And yet,
Yeah, we're like, this
But-
is not the same man.
but then the same thing can be said of people, right?
I
Because
know.
we change everything.
All
you
of our
know?
cells change
All
every
of our
7
cells
years.
change over, and it's like, so we are just the kind of, like our sort of getting the wrap up. The moral and ethical existence of us is really just our memories. Our memories are what make us culpable for our past. Do you think? You think it's just our memories?
The question really is there a soul?
Well, I just think that, like, if let's say you killed somebody, and then your mind is white. It really is. You're white, and you wake up the next
Total
day.
recall.
You're like, how could I don't remember it. I had nothing to do with it. It wasn't me. It was something didn't happen.
This is an
I mean,
interesting
we probably would just still
philosophical
throw you in jail, but it would make us feel weird. You know? Oh, they're telling me to move on.
question.
I'm just enjoying the silliness.
Watch English teacher. Binge English teacher on Hulu.